G'day, it's Mark here from VanEssa Mobile Camping here at Mercedes-Benz Sydney today. And we're going to be fitting our recently arrived Polo rear VanEssa Mobile Camping kitchen with fridge and sink and cooker and so on and mattress. We're going to fit it to this beautiful blue brand new Polo activity and see what people think of it. First step we're going to do is take out the rear platform that comes with the vehicle to make space for the kitchen. Now that we've removed the rear platform, the next job is just to slide the rear platform mounts back a little bit. So we just loosen these off. We just loosen those off and then we'll slide those back. And now that we've loosened those off, we can just slide that all the way to the back and then just tighten them straight back up again so they don't rattle around. I've got the second one. Just get closer to it, that's it. That's it. The next step we have is we're going to remove this right hook because it's no longer required as we don't have the platform in, and will allow us to open up the top right hand drawer. So this will come off. So first step to do that is just to remove the retaining screw, and then to remove the cover so that we have the remaining two screws underneath to remove. And that's now done. And in case you're wondering, as this one's a little bit more recessed, we don't actually need to remove the left-hand side. In the top drawer where the sink is, we're going to find the various accessories that may have been ordered, including our 12-volt cable, our shower, our wind protector, extra tank lid, but particularly on the tailgate hook, but particularly we're going to find our mounting kit, which we're now going to put into the seat rail system. In our little bag, we've got 4 parts and an Allen key. One of them is the little mount plate that will go into the rail and the bolt that will hold the kitchen into the rail. So we'll drop this into the back here. And that's now placed on top of the rail, and we'll do the correct thing on the other side. Drop that into the rail, and just so it sits flush across the rail there. To prepare the cabinet for lifting into the back of the Polo, it's actually a little bit easier just to remove a couple of the drawers, just to make it a little bit lighter. So there's some clips underneath. You'll see the orange clips. Just squeeze those clips, and then the drawer can be very easily removed and reinserted once the cabinet is in the back of the vehicle. Let's lift it in. And the cabinet's now in the vehicle. We just now need to mount it correctly into the vehicle. Our next task is to use our Allen key and our locating bolts just into those mounts that we placed earlier into the rails. To get a little bit easier access visually there, we can just lift off our water tank lid, unscrew this and remove our submersible pump, lift out the bottle, and then you'll see we have very, very good access to where we need to drop in the bolt just here. As you can see here, the plate is a little bit rearward of that, so we're going to have to move that forward just a little bit so that we can lock that in and find the right spot. I've now located the mounting plate correctly under the bolt, and I'll just screw that together now. And on this side, the right hand side, it's very easy to access the rear bolt. Okay, that's secured. We can pop the water bottle back in, and just noting to put the submersible pump around this way, just like in the diagram, so that it snakes around this way. So when we open up the sink, we'll see now when we open up the sink, it will go appropriately in and out like this. And pop the lid. You can see that's also on the diagram here. And just pop the lid back on. And the final step up the back here is just to take our 12 volt plug and pop this down here to the 12 volt socket if we haven't put in the additional wiring loom for permanent power. So we've brought our power cable to the front. Let's just plug that into the 12 volt socket here. And we'll come around the back and check that it's working. So we'll pull the refrigerator out and press the on button, and voila, we have the fridge now fired up. And now we need to put the drawers back, so we'll just roll out the slides, just drop the drawer gently onto the slides, pop it in, and verify that it's soft closing still. We'll do that for the top one as well. All done. I very carefully use my knife to open up the plastic bag that has come in so I don't pierce any of the materials. And now the job is to pop the mattress on the back. The zippers go towards the front of the cabin and the zip ends go towards the passenger seat at the front. So here are our zip ends where we can open up and remove the covers. They should be at the front of the vehicle, facing the front on the passenger side. Now we're ready to lay down the seat and test it out. Let's do that. We're ready to test out the bed. Before we do, we make sure that the table here is in its forward position, and we position the rear triple seat to, just a couple of inches from the rear table. We use the rear lever, push the back down, and then we can pull out the mattress. And we're ready. As noted earlier, you'll see that the zipper is towards the front and towards the front passenger. Really important because we have the hard, cold foam at the bottom to even out the seat, the soft, beautiful memory foam on the top, all covered in the fleece. If we have it up the wrong way, it's going to be a very uncomfortable sleep. Another secret to a good night's sleep, in addition to a great mattress, is ventilation. The Marco Polo is well equipped with the little side ventilation windows, which are electrically operated left and right. But very importantly, we use this little tailgate hook, which you can organise with VanEssa Mobile Camping. Pop it into the rear tailgate, and we drop this down, and it latches open. And that provides really good ventilation when you're sleeping. I typically sleep with my head up at this end. One of the other remaining installation items, if you have the optional shower, is just to pop the little washer into the received adapter, screw that in, and grab the other little washer here, the little red washer, pop that into here, into there, and screw that on. And now we're ready, once we've filled the water bottle, to operate the handheld shower.